What's up, everyone? It is your girl Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and I figured I'd dig back into the crates and do one of my older video concepts. It's called 5 Things I Can't Let Go. So on this episode of 5 Things I Can't Let Go, I decided we need to do 5 things from Becca that I can't let go. So y'all know the brand Becca came out and it's since left us, and you know, let's have a moment of silence for it. Oh, I know, in my current couple room voice, okay, the moment is over. No, but there were certain products from Becca that I still use to this day. I don't care that they don't do this anymore. What you're not gonna do is take them out of my hands. So I decided I'd show you those 5 products from Becca that I can't let go, just in case you run across them at a TJ Maxx, girl. Because I hear from time to time people still find stuff at TJ Maxx that's from Becca. So let's get into it. So of course, y'all know about certain things, so I'll start off with something that I figure you might not know that I actually like and still like to use. I have the Becca Be a Light palette in the medium to deep. It's a face palette and it has certain powders and stuff in it for you to use. So one's supposed to be a blush, one's supposed to be a contour, then there's supposed to be a blurring powder and a brightening powder. So this is the brightening powder, this is the blurring powder, this is supposed to be the blush, obviously, and this is supposed to be the contourish type shade. Now, I didn't use the ones in the middle for obvious reasons. I feel like they wouldn't work that well on me because I definitely don't see this contouring me in any way. So yeah, no. This blush, I don't know that it necessarily be friendly to my skin tone. I've never actually tried it on my face. I think I might have tried it in the video when I initially tried it when it came out, but that was like a while ago. I haven't like used it consistently. I just love the brightening and the blurring powders. I think they did an excellent job. These are like high quality, expensive powders that you would get from like a luxury brand. I think they did an exceptional job with this, and that's why I ain't letting it go. Girl, I got 2. How about that? That's how serious I was about this palette. I have 2, and you see how dirty and messy and loved she is. So I don't play about this palette. This is something I'm not letting go. I don't care if Becca don't exist anymore. What you will not do is take that palette from me, okay? You can't have it. So sorry, you cannot have it. Next, and this is actually, believe it or not, the very first high-end bronzer I tried. So I was watching Jackie Ina's favorites videos when she used to do favorites videos, and she used to do way more makeup than she does now. She had the, of course, Becca Sunlit Bronzer in the shade Maui Nights, and I was like, watching, and I'm like, oh, what is this on your cheeks? Because that was before I even wore bronzer, y'all. Like when I first started wearing makeup, I didn't wear bronzer. I used like blush, highlighter, and foundation and concealer and all that. But it's like I didn't wear bronzer because like I guess I didn't feel like I necessarily needed it, and then I couldn't I didn't feel like I found as many bronzer shades for my skin tone back then as I can now. Within the last, what, like 2 or 3 years, when everybody decided they finally need to start making bronzers, people who look like me. Now, I've been making YouTube videos, I think, since I want to say 2018. So I've been making YouTube videos for like 3-4 years, and like the last couple of years, people finally started to make bronzers for me. So I guess it's good I came toward the middle of that time, so that way I could see the change in it, because I might have, if I had came later on, I might have just felt like people were already making bronzers when they weren't. So I'm glad I got to see the transition of it all, but at the same time, because at that time I didn't feel like there were any bronzers for people my skin tone, I didn't really try to venture out. I think I had one bronzer, and that was the Queen CoverGirl one that, of course, Jackie Ina talked about in her video, because if you all remember, I was inspired by Jackie Ina to like help me with a lot of the makeup choices I have made in the past up to now. Now obviously I do it on my own because I'm trying to influence you, so I do it on my own, but I still do take notes from Auntie Jackie from time to time. But back to the bronzer. So I saw it on her cheeks and I was like, ma'am, what is that? So then she pulled out this bronzer and I was like, up, say less. So of course I have 2 of this as well, and as you can see, I have quite the bit. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, see the pan in it? I was not playing. The funny thing is, I don't really like shimmery bronzer. Y'all know I'm not really into red bronzer, but when summer comes, this is one of my go-to bronzers just because I love the tone of it, and then I love the fact that it has like that shimmery effect to it, so it looks like your skin is glowing from within when you have your bronzer on. Then you have your little highlighter up close to matching, and then if you pick a nice like blush that's close to your skin tone, like Always Spicy from e.l.f., I feel like it's just a wonderful combination. Kind of like what I have on now. I have on But First Coffee, that one I hauled for you all in the video. I'm pretty sure it's the video you watched today, the haul video, because I'm filming this on Saturday, so Friday the 7th you watched my haul video, and that bronzer was in, that blush was in it. So that's the first time I'm actually wearing it now on my face. I know I didn't address the elephant in the room. I took my mom to go see a play tonight, so that's why I have on the boring makeup as opposed to the fun crazy makeup, because she doesn't really necessarily like when I do like the inner corner and all the extra stuff I do. She says the color stories are nice, but she hates the inner corner, so I tried to settle it down a bit because I took her out as an early birthday present. She's an Aries, so her birthday is the 16th, and so I just took her ahead of time because Adrian came over with his dad for spring break week. So I was like, why he's with his dad? Because the tickets were kind of expensive. I didn't want to take him, and then he'd be sitting there playing on his phone, and I'd be mad because, you know, these tickets were kind of expensive. At least she felt like they were expensive and didn't want me to take her, but I just took her anyway. So that's what's going on with the boring makeup. But back to the bronzer, because I keep giving stories about other stuff except the bronzer. But yeah, so that's how I ended up with this bronzer, watching Auntie Jackie. And I actually really love this for summer. This is like one of my go-to summer bronzers for like a glowy complexion situation. So you can't get it out of my hands because I got two. That's the one I brought from home. There's a whole nother one in the drawer over here next to me because I don't play about that bronzer. So when I run out of bronzer, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I haven't found a shimmery red tone one that I feel like works well with my skin tone. So I'm kind of just like, Okay, next I have a couple of limited. Well, one is a permanent highlighter because you can tell by the packaging it's in. This is the regular packaging, but it's made for deeper skin tones, and I feel like they did an excellent job with this. So this is the shade Chocolate Geode. Again, Auntie Jackie says this is one of her favorite highlighters, along with the other one I'm gonna talk about, because these are really geared toward people my skin tone. So of course we're here for it. It's the whole vibe. This is the shade Chocolate Geode. Now this one hasn't been used as much just because I like the other shade I'm gonna show you next a whole lot better, but this is a gorgeous shade. I guess I'll go ahead and swatch this one just because I love the shade of this. Like, I feel like a similar shade to this would be the highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. The shade was the bronze glow highlight or something like that. Yeah, the bronze glow one. I feel like it's a similar shade to this one. I feel like it's a little bit more chocolate, and I feel like this one's a little bit more like caramel chocolate, if that makes any sense. I don't have it with me here, even though I did bring stuff for the Sephora recommendation. I didn't bring that highlighter. I think I brought the rose gold one instead, but I feel like that could be a possible good alternative to this one. It's not gonna be exact though, just because the undertones in it are different, but it's a nice alternative, and it still looks pretty nice with some of my skin tone. I feel like this one would be more of like the summer version of that one. No, I feel like that one's a little bit more, I guess, deeper and a little bit more coolish leaning. As you can see, this one's a little more orangish, caramelish warm. But you see how nice it looks on my hand? So imagine it looking on your cheekbones, girl. Yes, so I have two of those as well. So basically all the stuff I'm gonna be talking about, except for one product, I have two of. That's how much I like it. So the next one, I was actually talking to Dr. Ash and her makeup about this one. She said her friend Yadi Beauty here on YouTube was looking for this, and so I found it at the TJ Maxx by my house, and I asked her, I was like, well, you want to meet up and I just I give it to you? And she was like, no, that's okay. And then I found it on what do you call it, where's that place? I found it on Nordstrom's Rack, and then her friend was able to get it. But this is the shade Dreamsicle. I was so mad when they got rid of this. As you can see, this is limited edition packaging because it's limited edition. But look right here, honey, have you seen the dip in this? And of course I do have two of them. This is the one I leave at home, so this is the one obviously I use more. I try not to use this in videos or whatever, but I want to have one over here for reference. Plus sometimes I like to mix this. So what I do is I do mix highlighters. I mix just about everything I can, y'all, because I have so much stuff, so you think I gotta, you know, we gotta utilize it, girl. So I'll mix this with the limited edition Amrezy highlighter, and it just gives a gorgeous color to the skin. So I'll dip back and forth on both of them and just put this on the cheekbones and down the middle of the face and all that, and it's just like, it's a gorgeous shade. So I'm just like, yes, it's gorgeous. I love it. I'll go ahead and swatch this one for you too. I'm telling y'all, I mean, look at this dip, girl. I was not playing with this highlighter. It's easily one of my favorite summer shades to use. I feel like it's just like a lighter black girl friendly iridescent-esque type. Well, it's a little more than iridescent because it has a little bit of color to it, but if a black girl wanted to have an ethereal moment, I feel like Dreamsicle would be a good color for her, especially my skin tone, because honey, Dreamsicle is just giving. So this one is Dreamsicle, and then that's the Chocolate Geode. But of course I have two of this as well. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a third one, but I was like, that to me, that's just a little ridiculous. Then we're getting a little ridiculous, girl. You know, I could, you know, just calm down a bit. Yes, I am rubbing highlight on my chest while I'm talking to you. We can't let any of the products go to waste, girl. Gas is $4 down. I can't be wasting product. We're gonna rub this in my hand and maybe do y'all some pictures later to think I'm sexy. Okay, so the last product I have to talk about from Becca. Now the weird thing enough is, when this product initially came out, they didn't have enough shades for everyone. But I love how after they closed down the business and for some reason they decided they needed to add more shades for everyone, it's like y'all not even making money off of it anymore like you would, because like you are just pushing products through Smashbox. So I don't know if they had already started formulating this in advance, and when they got closed down, that's why Smashbox got to send out some of the Becca products. But this is the eye corrector that a lot of people were loving when it first came out. This is the under eye brightening corrector. I have the shade dark. Initially they didn't have a shade dark. I think they only had like 2 shades, and then Pixie by Petra came up with a alternative affordable shade, but still nobody had a shade for me. So they just came out with the shade for me, I want to say like last year, a couple of years ago. That's what's making me think this was in development when the brand had to close down, and that's why I just Smashbox went ahead and took it over along with some of their famous products like the highlighters. So you can still get some of the highlighters from Becca, you just can't get the ones for people with my skin tones. So I'm pretty sure they don't have chocolate geode anymore, and they don't have dreamsicle because it was limited edition. So those two you're gonna have to hunt down on TJ Maxx or Nordstrom Rack, or I don't know otherwise what to tell you. But those are my two favorite shades, and I would not let them go. Now this product I actually won't let go either, but since Becca doesn't exist anymore, I figured it was okay to include it in this video. However, this, like I said, you can get from Smashbox. It even says on here, Smashbox loves Becca. I know you're gonna be able to read that because of the color of this, but like, this is a product you will not get me to let go. I actually really like the way this looks underneath the eyes, and I feel like it's a good tone. I used a different one underneath my eyes today. I have like 2 or 3 or 4 different correctors. I actually used the Live Tinted that they had during the 21 days of beauty sale. So, you know, but yeah, those are the 5 things from old school YouTube Becca Cosmetics editions I will not be letting go. So comment down below and tell me what your favorite Becca product is and what you miss from Becca, because like I'm gonna be missing chocolate geode and dreamsicle and the bronzer once they gone. Like the face powder, I feel like I have so many face powders, I'll be able to get over that one easier, but chocolate geode and dreamsicle, honey, that's gonna hurt me to my soul and my core. I just feel it in my spirit. Like when I'm gone, when I'm rid of those, I'm gonna be feeling some type of way. Like as soon as I hit pan on dreamsicle, I'm gonna be upset, and I don't even know why, because it's not like I don't have an extra one, but I'm gonna be upset, girl. I'm telling you now. But those are all the products I had to talk about with you. So comment down below and tell me if you want me to do this on another brand, because I was thinking about doing Smashbox next, since we brought them up in this video. They did have a couple of bangers that I actually liked that were from limited editions that they did with creators and other things like that, that I figured I could put in here that I'm not planning on letting go at all. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.